Hey y'all, I am finally back in the garden today. I haven't done any videos on my garden since the hurricane, I believe, which was what, a month ago. We've been busy with cleanup and trying to catch up on work because we missed about almost 9 days worth of work, with our jobs, because nobody had power, even the companies, businesses around here. Anyway, back to the garden. So I did lose a lot during the hurricane, both to the tree falling on stuff and not being able to water for many days. Things that need water that mostly were my vegetables. Those just died off. I mean, the melons, the cucumbers, the squashes. None of those plants survived 9 days without water in 100-degree weather. It's just not going to happen. Things that did survive were peanuts, sweet potatoes, and peppers. Those three survived just fine with me not supplementing with any water other than whatever rain we had gotten and got during that time period, which, if I remember correctly, it did rain during those 9 days. But the rest of everything else, other than my ornamentals, it just died. That doesn't mean I have given up on my gardening, but today I wanted to update you guys on the fish fertilizer that I started 8 months ago. Back in December, I showed you guys how I make fish fertilizer using fish carcass, molasses, sawdust, and water. Very simple process, and I'll put a link down below on how you can make it. The plants that did survive, I want to keep alive. So some of them, they need to be fertilized, and I'm going to be using my fish fertilizer to fertilize them today. Some of them today. I don't pour it directly on the plant. I pour it on the soil beneath the plant. I use the fish fertilizer, which we're going to open together in a few minutes. I use my little watering can, which is 2 gallons and a 1/4 cup, because it's about 2 tablespoons per gallon of water, so a 1/4 cup for this little watering can. Now, I know there are a lot of skeptics out there. There's a skeptic born every minute, but this is not a product I'm selling to you. This is me trying to teach you a more economical way of making your own fish fertilizer, because it's very expensive to buy fish emulsion at the store. Now, why would we use fish fertilizer? Well, most of us learn in elementary school about the Native Americans teaching the Pilgrims how to get their crops to grow here, because they came over from England and their crops wouldn't grow, trying to use the same methods that worked in England versus New England or the Plymouth area. So someone, a Native American named Squanto, taught them to use fish to fertilize their ground with their crops, namely like Indian corn and other crops like that. It has been well documented. Some people try to say that Squanto probably learned that from the Europeans that captured him and took him to Spain and then later on England, but I'm going to leave credit with the Native Americans, because all of the pilgrims that came apparently didn't bring that knowledge with them from England, so I don't see that it's necessary to take credit away from Squanto or the other Native Americans that helped the Pilgrims to survive coming to the New World. So fish fertilizer contains the necessary nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium that your plants need to grow. And yes, you can bury a whole fish in your garden, or you can do this, which is another route to take. So or you can buy it from the store. You can do either one of the three, and it's been proven to work in your garden. And if you're a real skeptic, let me show you this rose that I have had a heck of a time getting to do well since Tommy bought it for me. And just recently, after using my one of my batches of fish fertilizer, it started to grow well and bloom. This is the first time I have seen blooms on this little rose since I got it, and it is a beautiful color. So I'm going to keep putting my fish fertilizer on there and see if it keeps getting better. Now, before I open this bucket of smelly fish guts over here, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, which is Lush and Dew, who sent us this cool 32 organic seed variety box, which makes a great gift, or if you're just wanting some seeds to plant in your own garden, or if you're just wanting just whatever your reason is. But these make a really cute gift. It comes in this little box. It says Lush and Dew on it, and it has all these little containers full of different seeds. They have them specific for the different zones. I'm zone 9, but they sent me this one, and let me tell you what it contains. So this one contains basil, calendula, onion, oregano, beans, cilantro, catmint, broccoli, chervil, which I've never even heard of, lettuce, nasturtium, peas, borage, dill, parsley, asparagus. Is there asparagus in here? I didn't see that. Okay, I guess there is. Chives, eggplant, radish, zinnia, melon, squash. It looks like the melon looks like a cantaloupe. Squash. I'm not sure what kind of squash that is. Sunflower, cucumber, beets, carrots, strawberries, tomatoes, corn, buckwheat. I've never grown buckwheat. Marigold, and spinach. 32 different organic seeds in this package. So, I will be planting some of these for my fall crops. Some of these are going to have to wait until after winter. It comes with this little seed grow guide in there. Actually includes things that are not even in my box. So I guess this is for all of the different things that they sell. It's kind of all inclusive for the different boxes. So like the buckwheat, it tells you to sow the seeds a 1/2 inch. So I need my glasses. Oh my goodness. A 1/2 inch to 1 inch deep. Seeding deeper than 1/2 inches will usually lead to poor and uneven stands. Drilling the seed will produce an uneven and uniform stand. Seedlings emerge in 3 to 5 days. If the temperature is at least 70 degrees Fahrenheit, they grow in full sun, 10 to 12 weeks to harvest, spaced 3 inches apart. No, that's got to say 3 feet. Again, I need my glasses. Anyway, it may say 3 inches. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys want to check out Lush and Dew, I will put a link down below where you guys can check out the different seed collections that they have, whether you're buying it for yourself or to give as a gift, because this would be a cool gift to receive. Just to show you, it's labeled on the bottom. So this one says corn, and then it has the little box that it's in. And I like to recycle, so when I'm done using the seeds, I plan on recycling the box. So anyway, let's go open the fish fertilizer and see what has happened after 8 months of letting it cook. As you can see, my airlock was broken when the tree fell on it. So I have one of these. Get it from Amazon. Like I said, this hasn't been opened in 8 months. And it had a tree fall on it. Alrighty. Yep, it smells as lovely as you would expect it to. Yep. Let me show you. This is what it looks like after 8 months. Let's give it a stir. See what it's... I want something to stick down in there where I can show y'all that there's not hardly anything left. Hang on. Alright, well, I didn't want to have to stick my hand in here, but it looks like I'm going to have to take one for the team just to show y'all. Hey, get out of here, chicken. That's all I could find that I could dip down in there. But remember, there was bones and all kinds of stuff down in here. That's pretty much all that's left. And it really doesn't smell any worse than the stuff from the store. This is all natural. Pretty much most of that has dissolved. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 1/4 cup out of here. Yes, my hands are nasty. And now I'm going to mix some water in with my fish fertilizer. Couldn't even think I have nastiness on my hands. Anyway, I'm going to mix some water in with the 1/4 cup of fertilizer fish fertilizer that I put in here. And then I'm going to water my plants. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on here so that the cats and chickens don't, and raccoons, other animals we have around here, don't get in here. And so they've left it alone for the most part, and then it just sat over there by the outdoor shower and nobody messed with it. But I do want to get a new airlock put on here so that we don't have flies and everything down in there. And this will keep for a very long time, and I will just keep using it until I don't need it anymore. I'll probably be using it more in the spring than I am right now. And by then it will have cooked for a good year, and I will start a new bucket with some of the same ingredients. So I'm going to go finish putting fish fertilizer on my plants. You can do it about every 3 weeks during the growing season. And unlike other fertilizers, synthetic fertilizers, this won't burn your plants, but I do just put it mostly on just the soil. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys check out Lush and Do and all of the organic seeds that they have to offer. And I hope you try to make your own fish fertilizer and see how well that works for you. Anything we can do to save money in these trying economic times is a good thing in my opinion. So again, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next video.